If you don't do what I say, I will kill you. Oh my God. That was scary. That was the most scary thing that God ever told me. It was so scary. I was praying like 6 or 7 years ago, and he spoke to me suddenly. He said, if you don't do what I say, I will kill you. And it began to dawn on me that everyone brought a different dimension of God to the earth. Because at that time, I was trying to copy my spiritual father. I was trying to imitate some men of God. There are men of God that I kind of consider as my role models in ministry. People like Bishop T.D. Jakes. I have a lot of books by Bishop T.D. Jakes, a lot of them. Almost every book he writes, I'll buy it. I've been following Bishop T.D. Jakes since I was 16 or 17. So all the way back from Nigeria, I started following him. Someone like Bishop David Oyedepo. I have compilation of all his books here. Bishop David Oyedepo, all his books compiled. I bought it. Someone like Benny Hinn. So, when I gave my life to Christ, I was trying to imitate my role models in ministry, my spiritual fathers, and God was watching me. So most of the books I published, I was trying to pattern them according to their books. Not that I was lifting their words like plagiarism, no. But I was trying to structure my books and structure my mannerism, my charisma, the way they preach. So God observed me and he gave me the warning of my life. He gave me the warning of my life. If you don't do what I say, I will kill you. Because I brought you to the world for a specific assignment. You cannot be a cheap copy of another original. The people you are trying to copy, they have their mandate, they have their assignment. So you cannot go and copy what they are doing and forget about your assignment. So that gave me a perspective to my assignment. It made me to start to dig deeper into me to find out what God has called me to do. So I want to say this to you. One of the things that will matter to God is your willingness to follow his instruction. Yesterday, I was asking God what to talk to us about today. He said I should talk about pattern. The book of Exodus, chapter 25. God was speaking to Moses on the mountain. He said, see to it that you build the tabernacle according to the pattern I show you on the mountain. So when Moses came down from the mountain, he was able to build the tabernacle according to pattern, the measurement, the accurate measurement, the length, the cubits or whatever. He was able to use the accurate material that God wanted. Even the Ark of Covenant, God gave specific patterns for those things. And I want to tell you, the assignment on your life has specific patterns. There are people that you cannot copy. In fact, you're not supposed to copy people. You're supposed to, any people can inspire you, can motivate you. Like I said, there are men of God that I look up to, and I mentioned some of them, Benny Hinn, Bishop Oyedepo, Bishop T.D. Jakes, Bill Johnson, and few of them. I look up to men like that because I pick a different dimension of ministry, from them. But then God said to me, don't copy them, don't imitate them. Do what I've called you to do. They can inspire you, they can motivate you, but don't imitate them. Motivation is different from imitation. So try to build your assignment according to the pattern that God gave you. And this is why yesterday we spoke about place, the importance of having retreat, the importance of building an altar, the importance of creating a portal in the spirit where you meet God, where you receive patterns, where you receive your specific the measurement of your assignment, your knowing your boundaries and your limits so you don't cross them. All right. So this is very important. I want to encourage us today. Do what God has called you to do and stop trying to imitate what somebody else is doing. You cannot imitate how another woman is raising her child because every child is different and every child brought a different destiny to the world. So you cannot say because another child is a doctor or an engineer, you now insist my child must be a doctor or an engineer. It doesn't make sense. So ask God how God wants you to raise your children, how God wants you to pattern your marriage, how God wants you to pattern your ministry, how God wants you to even dress. Yeah, how to make your hair. You cannot copy the way others dress. You cannot copy the way they make their hair. You cannot copy. See, you got to be unique. Find out how God wants you to do things, all right? And do it that way, all right? As long as what you are doing is not in disobedience or rebellion, follow the pattern that God gave you. God bless you. My name is Emmanuel, The Secret Place TV.